Hey, it's me, ProJared. Welcome back to Deathgate. Where we last left off, we sent the dwarf down to talk to the elders in attempts to get the golden hammer, because once I have that, I have all 3 objects required to get into the Citadel. I think we're going to have to call it a Titan attack to... Oh my god, an attack on Titans. Holy shit. I also need to fix this girl's cough, and I have all the ingredients to do so, but I can't quite do it because I can't quite bust this nut open to get the meat inside. Can I enter the stump? You climb inside the hollow stump, but quickly realize that the dwarven tunnel is far too narrow for your girth. Indeed, it's probably too narrow for any race, save the dwarves themselves. You clamber out of the trunk and brush yourself off. Oh, well. I'm glad I opened it. I guess I'll just wait for her to come back. Time passes. From the open door in the stump steps the dwarf girl, a little out of breath and dirtier for the trip.
It's just as I thought. The elders agree that I should fulfill my obligation, but they cannot open the vault unless we are at war. Have you thought of anything else you want?
Causing a war?
Do the elders have any ideas?
No, they're still getting over the idea that I owe a favor to a human.
Yeah, can I talk to him?
Could you take me to talk to them? Maybe I could convince the elders.
You don't know the elders. We tend to be a fairly stubborn people, and the elders are about as stubborn as they come. Besides, I don't think you would be able to fit inside the tunnel. Being little comes in handy sometimes.
I don't know about anything else. Perhaps we should talk a bit more.
Fine with me.
Could we go back?
What?
Well, I don't think I'm gonna get any of this.
Let's...
What?
This is getting us nowhere. The
Oh,
only thing
okay.
I need is the golden hammer. Could you go try again to get it?
Nothing's going to change. But if it will make you happy, I'll go back in and rack my brains. I'll try everything, and I won't come back out until I've got it. Don't get your hopes up.
Very well. If you do somehow get the hammer, meet me at the Shining City. I need you to do something with it there.
Okay, so she goes back in. I guess I'll just meet up with her later. So, I need to get past those Titans still, which is this way. Can I take the vines? Nope. But I know I can't get past them until I cure her cough, because otherwise the cough interrupts her flute playing, and that pisses off all the Titans, and they come murder us, so... This guy can get this nut. The nut is about the size of a human head. You see a hole where it pulled away from the stalk where you picked it. Inside, you see the nut. There's a hole. Maybe I can trick him to open it. The yellow pellets smell bad. Shove these in the hole. Oh, that totally worked. You stuffed the nut full of the foul-smelling flowers. Hey, buddy. You want a treat? You toss the nut to the animal. Does the whole thing. With a crack, the nut breaks open. The yellow petals stuffed inside the nut fly everywhere. One whiff makes the animal's nose wrinkle up. Evidently, this isn't how its favorite food is supposed to smell. It hurls the nut back at you. When it lands, the meat of the nut falls right at your feet. Give me that nut meat! Perfect. Okay, so now I can give all of these to what's-her-face. Alright, I need you to eat this. The princess accepts the nut meat and gobbles it down. Good job. Now eat these herbs. Gobbles them down. Good. Now let's plant. Good. Now stab the prince.
I don't really have any use for that.
Alright, fine. Eat these. The princess accepts the toadstools and gobbles them down. After she finishes her snack, she looks up in surprise. She breathes deeply, but her lungs are clear. Her cough has disappeared. Frickin' did it. Okay, so now... What up, homeboys? Let's get her to,
Greet?
do that thing. Where is the... Yep.
Would you?
And...
Could you?
Very well.
Start jamming. So now we can keep going. The further you move into it, the darker the forest becomes. You see more Titans scattered throughout the trees. The forest is lousy with Titans. There are almost as many of them as giants as there are trees. Oh. Titans have gathered around one tree here. High in its branches, you see something made of crystal, clearly the focus of the Titan's attention. I need that. Because if I get that, and I can cause them to do the dwarf attack, that's not a crystal gem. Isn't that just like the world rune that I need? The crystal fragment's out of reach, nestled high in the branches of the dead tree. Climb tree. You approach the dead tree, grab onto the lowest branch, and start to haul yourself up. The branch bends under your weight, and you realize it can never support you. You release it and step back. So I'm too heavy. But, this little guy isn't. You know how some people are thick?
Yes, my friend? What can I do for you?
I would describe him as stick. Hey.
Could you climb the tree and get that crystal?
All right, I'll be back in a moment.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, please work. The prince tiptoes around the unnaturally still giants, vaults up the tree, and grabs the crystal fragment. He climbs part of the way down, looks around nervously at the Titans, and drops it heavily to the ground. He runs up and delivers the crystal to you, sweating and puffing. When you look closely, you notice that the crystal object is a fragment, a piece of something larger. It is roughly octagonal and has the naming rune for the world of stone carved into it. You guess that it is a fragment of a copy of the entire world seal, carved from crystal. Alright, let's get out of here. Exiting the forest, you notice a deep rumbling behind you. You realize that the Titans further in are probably out of range of the flute's melody. They've fallen out of thrall, notice that the precious relic has been stolen, and started to rampage directly toward it, and not coincidentally, you.
They're coming and they'll be here before you know it. The flute's no good anymore. When they find us with the relic, they'll tear us apart.
The relic! That's what they're really after! We've got to get rid of it!
No problem. We just gotta open that bad boy up and, hey dwarves! Look out! You're under attack! You toss the crystal fragment into the hollow stump. You hear it bump against the sides as it falls deep into the dwarven caves below. Oh god, the Titans come crashing through the forest, no longer concerned about what they crush in their path. They totally ignore you and your companions and focus on the stump in the middle of the clearing. After a couple of attempts, they slowly begin to realize that even the smallest of their number is never going to be able to fit inside the dwarven tunnel. Although this fact might have stopped someone even slightly smarter, the Titans aren't even slowed. With bare hands, they begin to excavate their own tunnel. Dwarf curses and battle cries float up from the hole. Do we just wait for her to come up? Oh, wait. If there... Maybe this is enough. Maybe I can go back to the,
I was standing
Ah,
there
she's
in
here.
the tunnels
Okay, cool.
arguing with an elder about opening up the vault when the crystal gem dropped from above right on the elder's head. Before I could even laugh, I heard the pounding of the giants trying to get inside the tunnel. The elder went crazy. He sounded the alarm and opened the vault right then and there.
And you stole it, right?
I grabbed both the crystal gem and the golden hammer.
Oh,
and took
wait,
back
you took
out
a crystal
with me.
gem?
I guessed that I could get rid of my obligation to you and lead the giants back to their home.
Good.
Here's the hammer you wanted. I'm glad to have been able to repay you. Now all we have to do is wait for the giants to come home. They'll arrive, the doors will open, and everyone will be happy. I hope.
Not that simple. As hard as she tries, she can't conceal her fear at the pounding footsteps that get closer with every passing moment. You direct the three youngsters to put their respective symbols into the recesses on the Citadel door. None of them grasps your meaning entirely, but you're sure that all will be made clear shortly. When the last symbol is slid into place, the doors swing inward, revealing a gleaming city, an ancient city of the Sartan. You know, under any other circumstance, I would be a supervillain and these kids are just listening to me. Yes, good, you're all here. Now each one of you place a symbol upon your races inside the door, and then the city will open, and then nothing will stop me anymore. Wow. The Titans arrive, legs pumping, but when they come upon the gaping doors of the Citadel, they lose all interest in the crystal fragment. Instead, they file into the city and take positions in front of massive machines as if they knew what they were doing.
There's room enough for all of the races here. If we could live together, we could do it better than ever.
It seems that they do. A few minutes of tinkering and button pressing pass before the city comes to life. Lights flare and the entire Citadel begins to hum pleasantly. The mensch wander in, their eyes wide with wonder. Thinking about your quest, you regain the crystal fragment from the distracted dwarf. The mensch go on, but something else has attracted your attention. An archway, with only a few dozen feet inside the Citadel, is decorated by the Fire Seal piece. A flare just inside the Citadel's gate catches your eye. You see Zifnab coughing and ineffectually brushing soot from his robes. He looks up, sees you as well, and smiles.
my boy! I knew you could do it! They put their symbols into the face of a mysterious building without even knowing why.
Exactly.
Quite an achievement if you ask me. That shows leadership qualities. You've inspired loyalty in these children. They trust you.
I am their leader now.
Does your heart good to see them together, doesn't it? Too bad it's only for a little while, It's a good thing they don't know that you're just scouting for your lord. That soon he will destroy these children's lives for his dreams of conquest. That would just ruin their day. Better keep this between you and me if you know what I mean.
What? You mean Lord Tsar, my not dad, dreams of conquest?
Don't worry, Haplo. I won't interfere in your mission. In fact, I have a present for you. I tried to take up a collection around the office, but no one there seems to like you very much. I wasn't going to say anything, but they all think you're on the side of evil. That doesn't make you very popular. Most of their ideas of a going-away present took the form of a punch in the mouth. I stuck up for you, though. He's not a mindless puppet, I said. He has very good reasons for wanting to destroy everything. I'm sure he's thought this whole thing through. They seemed a little doubtful, but I know my old buddy Haplo. You'll come through in the end.
Yes, I've thought this through.
Anyway, since no one chipped in, I got you this.
He hands you an ordinary rock.
100% natural, roughly spherical, all-purpose evil combating device. Really? I know you're thinking, Zifnab, how can this obviously rare and well-crafted document holder also combat evil? Well, fear not. This particular paperweight is magic. That's right. As the stone approaches true evil, it will glow. Soon, you will encounter an evil greater than any you've ever known, even in the labyrinth. And it has magic. Horrible, powerful, destructive. Much different than the magic that we command. The rock will react to this magic. The closer
I remember
you
that.
get, the brighter it will glow. When you are in its very presence, crush the rock. You'll know the right time.
Okay.
What will happen when I crush it?
I don't know, but I'm sure that it will be impressive. And just in case it doesn't work, use the backup plan. Hurl that sucker. I find that a nice solid puck upside the head always slows evil down. Now you're thinking, how can he afford to give this away? Well, that's very astute of you, Haplo. I can't afford it. Of course, I'm taking a loss on this transaction, but when your friends start asking you, where'd you get that great evil combater? You tell them you got it from old Zifnab, and soon they're telling their friends, and they're telling their friends. Eventually, everyone has a Zifnab special. Take Priam's seal piece, Haplo. Go back to your lord, but remember what you've seen here. Remember these people. Consider carefully exactly what you are doing and why.
He turns and exits the Citadel. By the time you reach the doorway to follow, he has disappeared. Thanks to the rock. Yoink. You take the fire seal piece. So now I have both the fire and the stone. Can I transfer either one of these? Yeah, they sure are making it clear that if Zifnab knows what I'm doing is going to bring destruction upon all of the realms, why is he helping me so much? He obviously knows way more than he's leading on. And something tells me we're going to be bumping into him many more times. Well, first things first, let's transfer these runes over. Sick. Well, I don't need to transfer the fire one because I'm already here on fire. Also, kind of nice that the fireplace isn't like, you know, on fire. I guess let's go back to our old buddy Tsar and be like, hey man, everything cool and normal here? I've seen this. Hey, my dude. How you doing? You sure I can't just read that book? You hand over the fire seal piece and quickly recount your experiences on Prion. Zara listens closely to your descriptions of Zifnab and the Titans, obviously troubled by both encounters.
Excellent, my son. You exceed even my best expectations. Not only did you recover Prian's seal piece, but you have discovered a living Sartan. I doubt that he is alone, as he claims, and the addition of these Titans to his forces means that he is someone to be reckoned with. I will have to adjust my plans to compensate. We might have to destroy the Citadel to be sure of the Giant's destruction. It is a shame you couldn't bring Zifnab back with you for further questioning.
Sir? That sounds evil?
You have the crystal fragment of the world seal. Use that to place the naming rune of Abarrach upon your steering stone.
Already did.
And then leave as soon as you can. Events are occurring at a fast pace. If even one Sartan knows you exist, we must assume they all do. But we need information. I must know what the other realms are like, where the Sartan's forces are, and what they number. And I need those seal pieces. Good luck, my son.
Zifnab seemed mad, but he genuinely cared about the mensch there. He had a plan to make their lives better.
Who knows how far gone that Sartan was? Living in solitude with those mensch would have driven anyone insane. No wonder he was obsessed with them. Hopefully, when the world is reformed and we destroy the Citadel, he'll disappear along with it.
Sir, that sounds evil and racist.
What about Zifnab's dragon? Do you consider him a threat?
If I believed in him, I would. Don't take this personally, my son, but dragons are fairy tales, legends, nothing more. This Zifnab played on your gullibility. I've read that the Sartan used to command the art of illusion. He must have created the dragon for your benefit, to keep you from killing him. It worked, didn't it?
You told me that the dragon came into existence, which happens from the wave. When there's a great evil, a good is created to help counterbalance the wave, and the dragon was supposed to be good. Are you the great evil?
Are you questioning my tactics? Don't you understand that the threat represented by the Titans far outweighs the importance of the lives of a few mensch? Don't get personally involved with them, Haplo. This is war. There are always sacrifices.
I'm
That's
gonna
enough
go.
for right now. I'd like to talk to you later if you don't mind.
Very well. I'll be here.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna save the game as well. It's cool. He's not evil. He said so. Oh. Well, let's say it's cool. He's not evil. See you later. Okay. Hey! Who wants to go to Abarrach? Whee! Alright, skip. See, now you would think this is the fire zone. And if I recall correctly from when I originally played this game way back when, this might have been as far as I got. Because I remember the Evil Stone. Pretty sure there's also Dog. Your ship flies from the Death Gate into a river of lava. Walls of dark rock enclose you in a giant cavern so large that it actually houses a city carved from the stone. You dock the shop in a small distance away. What's sick though is my ship can go in lava. That's badass. Let's see how much I can remember from here. Hello. You hear a hulking figure shuffles from a dried up pond to a field long dead. Behind him, a cave opens into the cavern wall. Beyond the lava river, you see a city in the distance. Are you, watering those plants without water? Dead worker. The hulking corpse just stares at you. Hi!
Greetings. Who are you?
Who? Name Jethro.
Hi, Jethro. What you doing?
What are you doing? Doing? Water. Plants.
Uh-huh.
Would you accompany me?
The corpse shuffles over beside you and looks at you expectantly. I guess he's just coming with me. Can I have your bucket?
That's a nice bucket. Would you give it to me?
The corpse looks at the bucket for a moment and then silently hands it to you. Sick. Now I've got a zombie familiar and a bucket. Okay.
See you.
Oh, I guess I told him without any direction, the confused dead worker returns to his routine of watering dead plants. Sans bucket. Idiot. Okay, let's just move on. Things seem way worse. This shallow cave ends in an unnatural wall covered by carved dwarven symbols. A coiled snake studies you. Yeah, I'm out. Let's go the other way. Ah, city. This seems nice. You're surrounded by the stone buildings of the deserted town, including a clock tower to the east and an elegant residence to the north. There's a statue up there. The statue wears a crown and holds a scepter. With the haze in the air, you can't discern more from this distance. So we can go into the house. You're surrounded by the stone buildings of the deserted town, including a clock tower to the east. It's deserted, though? So we can go into the house or go into the clock tower. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. In the next episode, we just entered the fire zone. This isn't a good place to lead off. This isn't the fire zone. This is actually the stone. Inside the stone, where everything is lava. And tell me, is lava not stone? Bonus points, if you got that. All right, that's going to do it for this episode, though. Hope you guys are still having a good time, because I sure am. And as always, thank you guys so very much for watching. See you next time.